In the early morning hours of September 2, 2022, 34-year-old Eliza Fletcher went out for a jog in Memphis, Tennessee. It was just after 4 a.m. She was following a route she'd run many times before, near the University of Memphis, along Central Avenue. Roughly 30 minutes later, she was gone. Surveillance footage from a nearby camera showed what happened. A black SUV pulled up alongside her. There was a struggle. Then the vehicle sped off. The entire incident lasted less than a minute. The scene left behind was disturbing. A broken phone. A pair of running shoes. No witnesses. Within 24 hours, authorities identified a suspect, Cleatha Abston, also known as Cleatha Henderson. He had a violent criminal past, including a previous conviction for kidnapping. DNA found on a sandal at the scene, along with surveillance footage showing Abston cleaning his vehicle shortly after the abduction, placed him at the center of the case. Eliza Fletcher's body was discovered 3 days later behind an abandoned duplex. She had been murdered. Abston was arrested, charged, and eventually sentenced to life in prison without parole. The media declared the case closed. But for many, it didn't feel finished. When looking into Abston's background, something stands out. There's a 5-year gap in his public records, between 2017 and 2022. No employment history. No addresses. No clear documentation of where he was or what he was doing. And during that same window, 3 other women went missing in the Memphis area under eerily similar circumstances. In 2013, Darla Green vanished during her morning run. No witnesses. In 2011, Tina Weller disappeared without a trace. In 2008, Brenda Nix was last seen jogging in East Memphis. Her case remains unsolved. All 3 women were around the same age as Fletcher. All 3 vanished early in the morning. None of the bodies were ever recovered. None of the cases were linked. Until now, no connection was ever made. But after the Eliza Fletcher case, some began to notice a pattern. In an anonymous post shared on Reddit and several local forums, a runner claimed to have found a duffel bag off a trail not far from where Fletcher was abducted. Inside the bag, according to the post, were a cracked Fitbit watch, still showing a timestamp near 4:26 a.m., a pair of neon green women's running shoes, similar to the ones Fletcher was reported wearing, a note with the words, "She wasn't the first. She won't be the last." The runner said they contacted authorities, but by the time someone returned to the area, the bag was gone. No official report was made public. In that same wooded area, they also claimed to find 5 clipped zip ties, partially buried under leaves. Whether or not the items were connected to Fletcher's case remains unknown. Some believe it was a sick hoax. Others think it's evidence that never made it into the case file. The post was later deleted, but screenshots of it continued to circulate. The Eliza Fletcher case gripped national attention not just because of who she was, but because of how it happened. A normal day. A routine jog. No warning. And then, a life taken. But sometimes, a case that seems closed is anything but. There are still missing women. There are still unanswered questions. And there may still be someone out there who believes they haven't been caught. For many in Memphis, the fear never left. Because what happened to Eliza Fletcher didn't just end with an arrest. It started a conversation about how many stories might still be hidden, and how many victims haven't yet been found.